Hey you guys, your girl Beauty with Mika. So I have my October Shop My Stash with me. Can you guys believe I have been doing this for almost 2 years since you guys asked me to do this on my channel, and I've completely loved it. It has allowed me to declutter and stuff, so thank you guys. I hope you guys are doing Shop My Stash. So let me know in the comments down below if you guys are. Let me know. We're 2 years in with this. So I did pick out stuff already for this to make the video faster and to let you guys know my thoughts. So I'm just gonna go through here to give you guys, if you're new to my channel, I do my Shop My Stash every month, sometimes every other month depending on what's going on in the season. So lately what I've been doing is picking stuff, deciding if I haven't used it, if I like it, if I want to let it go based off my collection, and then also providing hauls and mini reviews. So I'm going to start off over here with the blushes. These Kat Von D blushes are must have. This is from the KVD line. As you guys can see, these were 3 of her fairly new blushes. I still like the line in general. These, just no issues. Like, these are going to stay in my collection. And if you're wondering, I have the shade of, what is this? Foxglove, which is a very neutral shade. I also have this shade right here, which is Snapdragon, which is one of my favorites. And then I have this reddish shade right here, which is Poppy. I will say with these, you definitely want to make sure that you're applying your foundation first. You cannot wear these alone because they need some type of strong base or foundation for them. But yeah, these are keepers. The MAC Times Tiana Taylor collection, this is her mineralized skin blush, skin finish. This is a go-to. They still have this on the MAC website and Macy's, so I recommend you guys definitely get your hands on this if you want to just go old school, simple, like highlighter. Now this will stay in my collection. This is the Bobbi Brown bronzer in the shade Deep. You guys know I've hit pan with this. I pretty much want to finish this up. Now this is staying. This one I'm gonna keep in here because I honestly didn't give it a try. I'm honestly gonna be honest with you guys, I'm intimidated by the flex and the gold in here. But this is from the Lip Bar. This is their Fresh Glow Bronzer Blush Duo. This is in double date, so the bronzer is booed up and the blush is wined and dined. And the blush you could use as an eyeshadow, you can use it as a blush. It's so good, love it. Now, okay, I'm gonna keep that in here. So let's go on to what I am replacing. For my blushes, I recently just hauled the Cover FX monochromatic blush and shimmer duos. So I'm putting in here Spice Cinnamon, which that's what that looks like. We're gonna use that one. And then I'm also going to use Sweet Mulberry, which is a purple. So those are my blushes and a little bit of my highlighters. Some highlighters, you guys, I am taking it back. I'm pulling out the Beccas. Your girl have enough Beccas in here, so I'm pulling these out. So I am going with Chocolate Gordeau, because I haven't used any of my Beccas. Like, when have you guys seen me use a Becca highlighter? And then this is their Becca Blush Bronzer, Blush and Skin Perfector. This one is an old school one. I remember I wouldn't give this one up. This is Prosecco Pop and Amaretto. This is the second highlighter from the Jaclyn Hill collab when she did with them. And I just like this color because it's more of a staple piece. You can go blush and highlighter with Prosecco Pop. I didn't purchase Prosecco Pop by itself. I know I did purchase Champagne Pop, but I like this because it's just soft. And you guys know I like to go for soft looks. So those are my blushes. Now also to set under my eyes, let's go right here. This Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. You guys know I've talked about this in my August favorites. I wasn't a fan of it, and I'm still not a fan of it. So I mean, this is the travel size. I don't like the flex in here. When it says brightening, I'm thinking like the translucent powder and brightening. So because of that, I think I may pass this along to my god sister. She may like it. But I am going to replace this and this one also. This is good, but I feel like the Charlotte Tilbury does the same thing. So this is the Urban Decay All Nighter. This is their waterproof setting powder. I really do like this. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I just feel like there's so many other ones that I have in my collection. I am gonna keep this for the sake of when traveling or you need to do a touch-up, it does do its job. So that's that. I'm gonna change it because you guys know I just recently hauled the new Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Finish Setting Powder. She came out with a new shade. This is Deep 4. Now you guys know I have pretty much used, and I'm gonna show you. So I have always used Deep 3. Yeah. This is the original shade, Deep 3. This is the one. It has never given me any issues. I was a little intimidated by it by first, but I still love it. So I'm going to try out Deep 4, which is her newest shade, to see what my thoughts is and if I like it. So I'm going to put that right here. So that is that. Let's see, on to, oh, another setting powder. This is the Hourglass Mineral Veil, the translucent veil setting powder. This is the pure white one. I kind of remember loving this one at one point, but I definitely want to give it a try. I remember I got this in some gift set during Christmas, so I kept that. I'm going to put that in there to replace the Urban Decay. This is the Tatcha Skin Mist. This is just a refreshing mist. It gives you that nice little glow and that shimmer, so it's supposed to balance out your liquid and powder, more like a MAC Fix Plus. And then my beauty blender sponge is the Real Techniques body one, because I have not used it, and I just looked in my drawer and realized I have no more Real Techniques sponges, so I need to put that on my Ulta list to purchase soon. Setting spray, I just recently changed over to the Smashbox Photo Finish setting spray. This is what it looks like. This is the weightless one. This one is new and it has that vaporized finish to it. I overall, since I've been using it, have no issues with it and like it. Now if we go over here, I'm still going to keep my eye primer. This is the MAC Groundwork Paint Pot. So, and then for brow gel, I'm going to try out the NYX Control Freak Brow Gel. Kyra Knox talked about this recently in one of her videos, so I purchased this, and you guys should see in the haul video by the time this video goes up. Brows, we're still going to keep the same. I still am loving the Anastasia Brow Definer in chocolate, so this would definitely be a repurchase. Concealer, I feel like I want to change it, but I still want to use this some more. This is the Cover FX Power Play. I honestly haven't had any issues with it. This is an in Deep 4. I wish it did give me a little bit more full coverage that I want, but it does the job for right now. And then, of course, you guys already know I'm keeping my same color corrector. If you guys have anything better than LA Girl, please let me know, because LA Girl is just not going anywhere. And then I am so in love with this. This is the Anastasia Eyeshadow Primer Color Corrector. I honestly use this to highlight my brows. Kyra Knox did a video showing this, and this is addictive. So primers, we're still going to keep the same. I'm still going to finish using up the MAC, the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. Thank you to one of my sisters. I'll post her name, but she says she's still currently using it. It's not a repurchase, but it's something that you want to use up, so you guys can see I'm going to use this till the wheels fall off. Now these two combinations I have been loving. This is the Becca Evermatte Poreless Primer and the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. I have been loving these two together, so I'm still going to use these because we're getting in our colder months, so I want to use them up. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this drawer. I'm gonna bring you guys, oh, the foundation. The Pat McGrath foundation, to be honest with you guys, this is a mini review. I'm in the shade Deep 30. I didn't really see a wow with this, honestly. I am going to finish using this up, but I will say I will not be repurchasing it. It just seems like it does same thing as any other foundation. I will say it did keep me really matte and vibrant throughout the day, but honestly it just reminded me of it wasn't a wow to say would I repurchase it. I definitely don't have plans to repurchase this again because you guys already know there's always other foundations coming out. I will say this reminds me of the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation in my opinion, but yeah, it's good. I have no complaints. I'm just like, yeah, I wouldn't repurchase you. I mean, I tried it, but it wouldn't be a repurchase. I feel like the Estee Lauder Double Wear is a little bit better, and this reminds me of that. All right, so I'm gonna bring you guys up to talk about eyeshadows now. All right, you guys, so for eyeshadows, excuse the cord, my ring light is plugged in. So for eyeshadows, honestly, you guys, let's talk about this. This is the Milani Pure Passion. This one I could go ahead and let go. It reminds me of the Anastasia Modern Renaissance. You guys know I love those colors, so I definitely am gonna go ahead and let this go. I feel like I honestly do not need this a part of my collection anymore, and I'll send it to my god sister who loves getting my makeup. So she will be getting another package very soon. This is the Milani Most Loved Matte. I will say this is actually a keeper. I'm gonna go ahead and keep this in my collection because I do like the shades in here. It does what it's supposed to do. I love all the transition shades. I feel like I have used this the most out of the other one, and I'm glad that I did put this in because if you just want something that's matte or give you that translucent look, this is what it's gonna do for you. Now the Urban Decay Naked Heat, hands down, is like, girl, you need this in your collection. I don't want to include it again, but I will say that you definitely need this in your collection. It's a must-have for me. It works for any time of the season, but because it has those fall colors, I remember when it came out, everyone was like, I need to have this, and this is something I want to keep in here. So I did love this during the Shop My Stash. Now let's go on to palettes I do want to use. I purchased some I picked out some OGs. The first one is the Anastasia Soft Glam palette. I really need to see if I like this palette. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I haven't used it in so long, so I really need to see. It's a neutral tone palette. It works for any skin tone, but I really feel like I have colors like this. So as you guys can see, I haven't even put a dent in it. I want to see what I think about it. Now, something I'm not going to get rid of, and I feel like if it ever comes back in stock, I'm going to purchase a second one. This is the Jackie Aina collection, Jackie Aina collab with Anastasia. Girl, when I looked at this, I was like, I need to pull this out. I need to use you. It's not even a reason of why. I just need to use this, and I feel like the colors are so fun and playful. So Jackie did a really good job creating this. So yeah. Hands down, I want to know really more about this Soft Glam, what I think about it at the end, so I'll let you guys know. Another palette that I recently purchased and haven't used yet is the JUVIAS Nomads palette. I seen Kyra Knox do a video on this palette and I almost screamed because she gave me so many fall vibes, summer vibes, and I love the colors. I am definitely exploring more into like these greens and these yellows that I was like, I know I can do a look. And if you guys want to see me do a look on any of these palettes, please leave a comment down below. Any palettes that you guys see from Shop My Stash, if you want to see just a general makeup look or see me using products from Shop My Stash, let me know. But yeah, this is definitely I'm gonna put some use to this. Now, last but not least, Natasha always comes out with palettes. You guys know Natasha Denona just came out with the Soft Glam palette, and it's on my wish list, I'm not gonna lie. But I wanted to try out this Sunset palette because honestly, I just haven't used it. And I don't remember the last time I've used it. So yeah, you can tell I have not used this palette at all. So I definitely said, you know what, let me go ahead and use the Sunset palette. I remember this is one of her first palettes that came out, and I do love Natasha's quality, but this is definitely going to be the first one I'm going to use to try it out. Now I'm going to put these up and then we can talk about brushes, because I know you guys love to hear my brushes. All right, so for brushes, here we go. I always put a towel on my vanity. I'm not sure if anybody else does that. For powder brush, I am going to be using the Morphe E2 brush. This is just one of my soft brushes. As you guys know, I declutter brushes all the time. I recently just did a declutter on tons of brushes, but honestly, I'm not gonna lie, with Morphe and all their drama, they still do have good quality brushes that I like. So I'm gonna continue to use mine. A foundation brush is the NYX brush. This is in 37. They sell this at Ulta. It does have a slant on it, if you guys can see. I like this brush because it's just dense, so I'm always going for those dent flat top brushes, and it's so easy to clean. A powder brush for blush that I'm going to use, this is the Barrington. I got this out of a BoxyCharm. I didn't want to get rid of it. I love the fluff on this brush. It's so, girl, the fluff is good. So I got this in a BoxyCharm. If I could find a link for this brush down below, I will leave it. Now for my blush and my contour, this is the Real Techniques R202. It's just, they call it an Instapop face brush. I use it for more of blush and contouring. You can get it at Ulta. I always catch my Real Technique brushes when they're buy one get one half off. To set under my eyes, my girl Kay's Way told me about this, and I really need to purchase another one. This is the Sephora Pro Mini Flawless Light Powder Brush. I remember Andrea Renee also talked about this, but I didn't want to spend $34. And Kay was like, no, they have a smaller size. So I purchased the mini. I like this because I could set under my eyes with my any setting powder. You could also set anywhere. You could use it as a retouch powder for your face too. So this is going in there. For a highlighter, I love these Real Techniques. These are their setting powder brushes. You could also use this to set under your eyes. I really use these to highlight and also set under my eyes because it's so versatile. So I had to pull one of these out. Now to blend my concealer under my eyes, this is the Morphe E46 brush. This is what it looks like. I love this brush because of just the slant. You could also chisel and contour your nose with it. You could do so many other things on your face with it. And yeah, that's why I pulled this one out. Now let's go into eyeshadow. So for blending, I picked up the Morphe R37 and also E28. I really like a good pointy blending brush, and then I also like this one for your outer V area. You want something, depending on the shape, to help just get that point that you need, and then you want this one to actually just blend through and just have a good, you want a good blending brush. So another brush to help me blend out, this one I got in the BoxyCharm. This is from Lavish. It's their tapered blending brush. Anything with BoxyCharm, I try to keep their brushes because they do send really good quality brushes. And then of course for the inner tear duct, I use the shading brush from Real Techniques. You don't need to have as many brushes as I do if you want to make a full look, but I just like to have different brushes for different looks because I find that it works out. Now also for the outer V, this is the Makeup Geek small crease brush. This one is great for that outer V. You can go ahead and tap it and then blend it out into the outer V area. She no longer sells a lot of her brushes. I can't remember the last time I bought from Makeup Geek, but if you definitely are interested in Makeup Geek, check them out. Now the last two brushes that I am going to use, I'll definitely need a flat brush. So the flat eyeshadow brush I'm going to use is the Morphe M166. Honestly, you guys, I did have like 5 or 6 of these and I gave a few of them away because I was like, I don't need that many. So this one's a good flat brush. When I went to the Morphe store, I realized I needed flat brush, something to just go pat, pat, pat. And this was one of them that the guy recommended, and it was under $5. Now last but not least, to blend that brow with my Anastasia brow pencil to highlight under my brows, this is the Morphe M124 brush. You want something that has this shape on it because it's small and it's curved and it has that round curved tip, so that way you can go ahead and get the most use. So yeah, that is it for Shop My Stash. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave comments, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Stay blessed. All right, you guys, I forgot to mention, so the foundation for the month will be my Dior Forever. This is their 24-hour wear high performance foundation. I'm in the say 6.5. I got this a while ago and I haven't used this, so I've been pulling out foundations that I want to finish using up or haven't used in a while. So this one will be the foundation for the month. All right, talk to you guys soon. Bye.